Okay, there it is. Now we've really started. Take a nice breath in. Exhale. And just bring awareness to that area of your body. Now bend your knees, feet flat on the mat. Take a nice inhale through the nose into the back. Exhale, pelvic tilt. Curl your pelvis under. And maybe you feel more of a connection to the towel. Okay. Inhale, release that tuck. Exhale, tuck the pelvis under. So you're imprinting now the low back, and maybe you feel more connection to the towel. Not definite, but maybe. Inhale, one more. Exhale, curl the pelvis under. And I'm gonna let you do something we never get to do. I'm gonna let you keep your pelvis curled. Go ahead and bend your knees, Lee. And now curl your head and shoulders just up off the mat. Fingertips reaching to the heels. Big inhale. Exhale, roly-poly bug style. Both ends will curl, deepening the imprint into that towel. Not so much with the feet roly-poly, but the bottom of the spine, okay? So big inhale. Exhale, feet will stay down, but you'll curl the pelvis even more. And you'll fern curl the upper spine even more. 2 more breaths into that back space. Big inhale. Exhale, can you curl up higher? Can you curl the pelvis under deeper? Good. Now don't leave the towel, Jen. So really pull into the towel. One more time. Big inhale. What's that? What'd you say? She left the towel. That's how strong she is. And exhale, curl in, imprinting into the towel, tucking the pelvis too. Stack the hands behind the head. Could you stay this lifted? Big inhale. Lynn, keep the feet there. Wrap the knees. As you exhale, stay lifted, deepening into the towel. That's it, Lynn, Lee. And then drop your pelvis, untucking. Good. Unfurl, lower the shoulders and the head back down. Okay. We're in the business today and always of making space for breath. All right. So arms by your side. We'll start from the bottom again. Exhale, tilt the pelvis under. Pulling the navel in. Good. Let's just test the waters. Float your right leg up. And you keep that tilt as you float the left leg up. Or are your legs causing the tilt? Pull the abdominals deep, lower the right leg. Keep the abdominals deep, lower the left leg so your legs are not doing the tilt for you. Beautiful. Let's continue. Now curl the head and shoulders up. Now you're really pulling into that towel. Float the arms up, breathe in to the back space. Exhale, press the palms down, curl deeper, pulling into the towel, not leaving the towel. Stay that deep in the abs, drop the pelvis fully or as much as you can. Beautiful. Float the right leg up into tabletop. Float the left leg up into tabletop. Begin pumping vigorously for your 100. Breathing into that towel. As you exhale, fern curl deeper, imprinting into that towel. Good. Breathe into your back. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe into your back. You got it, Lee. Like you're fanning a big fire. Good. Last 2, breathe in. Exhale, deepen. See, Jen, lift up as high as you were before. There it is. 1 more, breathe into the back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, everything out. 2 and 1. Hold, stack the hands behind your head for support. Now squeeze the legs together. Give them a good hug. See if you can lower both legs down, deepening your abs into the towel. Nancy, curl your shoulders up a little higher, deepening xiphi. Good. Stay there, everyone. Big inhale. Exhale, deepen your ribs, plug your shoulders down your back. Good. 2 more breaths. Breathe in. Exhale, pull into that towel, curl up a little higher. Drop your pelvis line a little lower. Good. 1 more, breathe into the back. Exhale, deepen, plug. Unfurl, lower the head and shoulders down. So we did 50 out of our 100 there, but you found your abs, okay? Yay! Good, 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 good. Okay, so now we're gonna do a slightly easier version. Keep the towel there, but now place the ball between your shoulder blades. You'll probably be lifted off the ball, off the towel, okay? Legs this time are straight out. I say easy, but you can cheat and it'll be easy, okay? You can just like hang out on the ball and you're like, whatever. Okay, so stack the hands behind the head and let your back take a little back bend over the ball. Collarbones will be wide, throat open. I'll just make sure the ball's in the right spot for most of you. It's kind of in the upper, like, yeah, just the base of the neck. Oh, y'all look good. Okay, hug the legs together actively. Okay, now start your fern curl. Head lifts, elbows reach towards me, and pull your ribs towards your towel. I know they might not touch, but that's where you're aiming. And I pull into that towel. Good, hold it. Now reach your arms long. Keep pulling towards the towel and pump vigorously. Breathe in. Exhale, plug the shoulders on the back. Breathe in. Exhale, 2, 3, hug the legs, draw in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, pull towards that towel. Last 2. And exhale. 1 more. Exhale, pull towards that towel. 3, 2, 1, hold, lengthen the legs. We're gonna go right into a roll up here. See if you can curl off the ball, just off the ball, and then go back down to the ball, okay? I'm gonna do 2 more. Pull in. Can you curl just off the ball? Pulling your ribs in. Now hold, lengthen your femurs out of your legs, out of your heels, and then lower back to the ball. This time we'll go all the way up, but pull in to make it happen. Pull in and leave the ball. Good. Get to stretch all the way over. There's a good chance that ball will not be there when you get back. Okay, pull your ribs deep and roll back. If it gets in your way, I'll just kind of bump it out. Oh man, did it stay for everyone? Oh, this is great. We can do it again. Hug those legs together. Connie's ball will not move. It's great. Okay, so now we're not going to lift on the first one. You're going to exhale. You're going to pull it and just hover above the ball. Okay, good. Now reach your femurs through your feet. There it is. And then you can release a little. Exhale. Try to fern curl deep into your ribs. Hold. Now right there, Cameron, reach your femurs through your feet. There it is. Nicely. Lengthen back down. This time we'll go all the way up. Exhale. Come up. I'm so glad the ball stayed. Makes for such a better class. Stretch. The head is down. Why? Because you're fern curled. Deepen those ribs. Arms float higher. There it is. Nice line. And roll back. And for you, we're going to hug you into the midline a little and press down into my palms. Good. Plug in the shoulders. 3. Good. Good. The ball's still there. Nice. You can take a little back bend over that ball completely. That should have really put it right where Zyphy is. Did you feel that? Okay, good. That's what I want you to feel every time when you don't have the booster. Take that booster out, that little ball, move it to the side. Okay. And then you can let yourself all the way back down. Yeah, sweatshirts are coming off. It's great. Yeah. Wow. We're out of here. Yes. The fall attire, right? The layers. You need layers for Pilates. Okay, so you don't have your ball anymore. Reach, but you got get the towel set up, Jen, back where it was. So if you've smuggled, get the towel back under the area of the ribs. Okay. Here we go. Legs hug the midline, arms to the ceiling. Got it. That's it, Lynn. Good. Now, curl your chin into your chest, curl the shoulders, and everyone in the room, pull your ribs into the towel. Don't think of coming up yet. Just think of pulling the ribs to the towel. Good. Big inhale. Exhale. Pull the ribs an inch deeper and press the palms down towards the floor. That should increase the feeling of your fern curl. Lengthen the legs out of your feet and see if you can peel off without having to use your arms today. Can you just peel off that towel and then come back down, press the palms down, release the throat, pressing the head back, okay? Legs hug together, arms to the ceiling. Here we go. Curl chin to chest because you're pulling into the towel. So you're thinking in opposition today. I'm pulling my ribs in so this lifts. Now press the palms down into the mat. You're not going to lift. You're going to pull deeper into that towel. Good. Now get those palms to the mat, Lynn, and make a connection. Press into the mat. Good. Squeeze the heels. And now see if you can peel off just one bone. See if you can peel off the next bone. And continue your attempt to peel one bone at a time off that floor. Ah, that's better. That's better. Good. Curling, curling, reaching those femurs. Welcome to your roll up for reals. Taking us a little while to get here, right? And then if you made it up, you're going to roll back. However high you made it, you're going to roll back. We are taking out our cheats and seeing how pliable our spine can be. The good news is we only have to do it one more time, okay? So the legs come together, reach the arms to the ceiling, okay? And we go chin to chest. You are the rock stars of the Pilates community. You do not have springs to help you. You don't have anything. You just got you, and I'm very proud of you for that. Now, press the palms down to the mat. Take a minute. Reach your femurs through your feet. Press your palms into the mat. And now pull into that towel and try to peel the one bone above it off the mat. Now pull in deep. Try to peel. And continue your peeling project. Maybe you make it, maybe you don't. We're all at different levels. So hard. Float the arms up. Inhale. Your teacher's even struggling. Drop the head. Breathe everything out. Now, as your arms come forward, as your pelvis comes forward, as your femurs, well, they kind of plug into their sockets actually, but you're going to pull your ribs in like you're getting the Heimlich maneuver performed on you. You're going to go back to the mat with the same intensity, one bone at a time. So here we go. Femurs to me this time. And now sacrum back towards the mat. Don't think, oh, my head's going down. Think of my sacrum. Bottom of Alfredo and bottom of Skelly. That's going to the mat first. Yes, sacrum. Now they're all going to feel like they touch it once, but keep reaching your femurs. Keep articulating through the spine all the way down. You've earned your right to be done with that exercise. That was great. That was fantastic. I'm very proud of you. Okay, so grab your ball. We shall play now with, actually, how's everybody's spines feeling? Trick question, right? Should I answer this? Yes. If your spine's feel good, let's try a smidge of rollover action. So the towel is going to stay there, and you'll place the ball behind the calves, behind the thighs, in between the two. Okay. Arms pressed by your side. Take a moment, think of your spine. I love Alfredo, actually. I should bring him out. It's just the spinal column. Oh, yeah. Okay, you guys, hang. I'm going to get Alfredo. So this is you on the mat. Okay. Your legs are out of commission. You're going to curl off one bone at a time. So you get to do that pelvic curl, and you're going to peel the bones off one at a time. He doesn't actually turn into a, this is eventually what you look like. You're going to be in like a little ball. Okay. So go ahead and curl your pelvis up and see if you can get your hips overhead. Just see. Okay. Yep. Now don't lose the ball, and don't just fling it up there and then trap the ball in between the joints. Hug the ball and then roll down through your bones. Lengthening the throat, flat, rolling all the way down. Nice, Connie. Here we go again. Yep. See if you can press. You might go a lot. You might go a little. That's it. Good attempt. You curl. You're peeling. Now bend those knees gently fully so you're hugging that ball. Good. Collarbones wide. And lengthen for 3. Pressing down, 2. Good. And rolling all the way down. 1. Good. Let's try that again. Just one more. And exhale everything out as you peel off that mat. Nice. And you can play with a hug of the midline of the wrist. That'll be a nice challenge for you. Good. And then you imprint behind the collarbones. You imprint behind the upper thoracic as you roll down. 2. Some of you didn't make it up there yet, right? So that imprint cue won't make sense. But you're imprinting one bone at a time. We're getting that spine to be bendy where we want it to be bendy. And now we take the ball out and we stabilize the spine where we need it stable. Low back marriage to the pelvis. Beautiful, healthy relationship. Usually needs lots of therapy, though, when you first walk in the door, because this area wants to be very wobbly and wiggly. Wrap the thighs. Bring the ball to your heart. One palm on top of the other. Elbows out wide. Okay. Straighten the legs all the way out and hug the midline. Good. Quick reminder, lift the head and shoulders, imprint into that towel. Good. So let's say Sarah scooch down a smidge and Lynn scooch down a smidge just to get that towel where you need it. Keep pulling into that towel and lower the head back so your abs are still engaged. Okay. Just a reminder, one more time, lift the head and shoulders. You're like, I got it, Elaine. You want my abs engaged. Now, right there, Nancy, lengthen your femurs through your heels. Yeah. You're pulling your ribs in towards that towel. You hold that, and then you lower your head back to the mat. From there, draw the right leg up to the ceiling. Turn it out for leg circles. We go across to the window, down, out to the right. Exhale and pull up. How stable is your pelvis? Go across and down, out to the right, exhale, pull, and across, down, out to the right, exhale, pull. Continue reaching your femurs through your feet. Now change direction. Go out right and down. Exhale and pull up. Connie, anchor that hip like your life depends on it. That left leg lifting's going to tell you that pelvis isn't stable, and then your knees will not be happy. Okay. Exhale and pull up. One more. Go out, down. Pull those ribs in, Nancy, so you don't wiggle. Up. Lower the leg all the way down. Hug the midline. Curl your head and shoulders just off the mat. I was just going to say, Lynn, bring the ball a smidge down. Yeah, that's it. Elbows wide. Now try this. Plug your shoulder blades. Cameron, see if you can curl into your ribs a little more. Beautiful. Yes. Now lengthen your femurs out of your feet. Yeah. My new FFF2. It used to be form follows function. Now it's femurs through the feet. I don't know. Anyways, go ahead and lower the head all the way down, holding onto your abs. And then you float the left leg up and you turn that leg out to give you some more range. We go across to the right, down, out to the left. Exhale, pull up and across. Can you move your leg without your back being affected? And we go and down. Exhale, control it, Connie. Follow my rhythm. Go across and down. Exhale, that's much better. Reverse. Go out left and down. Cross right. Exhale, pull and left, down. Exhale, knit those ribs, Jen. Last two. Elbows are wide. Exhale and pull up. One more. I'm proud of all of you. Down. Exhale and pull up. Lower the leg all the way down. Just reach the ball to the ceiling. Like, reminds me of Simba holding, or like Mufasa holding Simba. Like your palms are on the side and like circle of life. Okay, hug your legs together. Now, let's do that fern curl. Chin to chest. And Jen, right there, turn the elbows out to give you that ballerina style arm. Good. Now with the base of your palm, hug the ball lightly. Lift your head and shoulders, Lynn. And now everyone press the ball down to your thighs and deepen that curl into your towel. Legs are hugging, femurs reach through the feet. Good. Now, start to peel. This is a peeling off the mat. The ball stays on the thighs, and you're peeling as you come up, or maybe just hover. But eventually, you maybe, and then get to the top. Okay. So there's this guy, Atelier Pilates. He's on Facebook. I adore this guy. He's Italian or something. Just the physique is fantastic. And also he does all this fun stuff for Pilates. And I've done this in the past, but he actually did a video of it. It was a double ball challenge where a ball goes here and a ball goes here. And then you have to roll and keep everything where it's at. I just smushed my nose, but you keep it forehead between knees. And the idea is that this imprint is what gets you there. The problem is us mortals, we usually do that ball tuck in our low back. Okay. So we're going to play with just one of them, the less challenging of the two. I don't know if that's true, but it's a little less intense than the next. I'm going to play with it here, but also you are going to lift here and then fern curl, imprinting your ribs back, staying lifted out of your lumbar. There is no compression there. Plug your shoulders. Now, your hands will stay on your shins, but you lean back to the point, your arms will start to lengthen, where you can lift your feet off the mat without compression. Okay? And then we lower the legs back down. Again, float the legs just up, plugging your shoulders. Good. And lower back down. Let's see it. You're lifted in your low back, elbows wide, and lift the leg. Plug your shoulders to give you something to anchor. Good. Now hug the legs, and you can rock and roll when you're ready. Rocking back and up. Nice, Connie, just making sure you don't wail on the couch. Now, when you come up, don't let your feet touch the mat. Yeah? Last two. And up. One more. And up. Lift. Hold it. Hold it. Lower the feet. Good. Now.
So we're lifting through, we're keeping it all lifted through that whole motion.
Yes.
You don't want to have to correct when you get to the top. Ideally, your spine is staying.
Yes. It's not like a curl and then.
Right.
You actually, the shape I always think of here, that's probably more effective for the point, is a candy cane. Like it's lifted through the bottom and then there's a curve at the top. So like like that. You're up and lifted and out of there, and then you're curled there. And then the momentum, I mean, there is a little momentum, which is what gets you up. The one thing that's tough though, is that if you're too flat, just hang out. You're like, that, it didn't actually hurt, it's fine. But it's like, you do have to create the curvature there. And then if you can, get your hips up just enough, it gives you what you need to get back up. Does that make sense? It's like, you don't want to be flat through the whole spine. You're more just kind of the idea is lift versus flat, if that makes sense. It will look flat, but it's more lift. And then the nature of just you tipping is what gets you over. And I'm still working on it because I can tuck with the best of them, but I'm trying to keep that long, and it's the momentum of the movement that gets us through. I'd probably but try it now with the legs without the ball, and then the ball goes here. Okay, or you can do it with forehead. Let's do forehead to knees. We're not going to rock this way, but I want you to just set it up. Okay, so the ball is between your forehead and your knees. Hands are on the shins and elbows out wide. Good. Now lift out of your low back. Yes, Jen, that was awesome. Lifting. And then deepen your rib curl. So I know your neck can do this bend, but can you hook the ribs or Heimlich the ribs in and up? Now hold that. Okay. Pull the abs deep and plug your shoulders. Good. Now from there, draw the heels towards your bum. It'll cause you to lean back. And if you can, just lift your feet. Can you stay lifted out of your low back? Plug your shoulders 2, deepen your ribs 1, lower the feet, lift your spine. We'll do it one more time, okay? So the ball is there. If your quads are cramping, take a break, okay? We'll bridge it out in a minute. But lift out of your low back and then deepen your rib cage. You'll actually witness it. You'll see it happen. Plug your shoulders. Now feet stay on the floor. Just pull the feet towards your bum as much as possible. It'll sort of tip the scales a little. And then from behind the navel, pull in so much you lift your feet just up off the floor. Lift out of your low back. Deepen your ribs and plug your shoulders 2. And then lower the feet. This time grab the ball and go back to the mat as you lengthen your legs. 3. Rolling back 2. Rolling back 1. All the way down. Okay, bend the knees. Let's do a little bridge just to balance. Ball between the thighs. And press your hips up. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Pressing up. Arms reach, Lynn. Press your wrist down into the mat. Nice. Opening up that area we just folded, right? Pubic bone high. And so keep this up, Lee. And then can you pull this bone down to the mat? Yep. That's it. So your hips are lifting, but your ribs are not. I call it crowbarring. Okay, roll down one bone at a time. Imprinting. Nice, Connie. Plug those shoulders on your back. There you go, my dear. All the way down. Okay, place the ball back between the shoulders and set up so the towel is underneath those ribs for future use. So we're here. Hey. Now legs hug the midline. Reach your arms on a high diagonal. Good. And draw the right knee in, opposite hand to knee. Elbows out wide. Good. Now right here, plug your shoulders, square your hips, and try to get your ribs to touch the towel. Switch, opposite hand to knee. Okay, hold, square your hips, plug your shoulders, pull your ribs into the towel, and switch. Stretch, opposite hand to knee. So switch those hands, Cameron. There you go. And switch opposite hand to your left knee. Right? And switch left hand to right knee. I can put it that way. And continue switch. One more each way. Plug your shoulders. That's part of the work. And switch. Good. Take that ball out to the side and lower down right onto that towel where your ribs are. Arms to the ceiling, legs together. Do the same thing. Chin to chest. Imprint your ribs into the towel. Press your palms by your side and imprint to peel one bone off imprint 2 bones. Now you're really anchored. Draw the left leg in, opposite hand to knee. And switch. Pull and switch. Breathe out. Inhale as you switch. Exhale, pull. Curl up off that towel. 4. And pull. And 3. And then knit your lowest rib back into the mat. And 2. And 2. And 1. And 1. Hold both knees in. Hold there. Can you reach your sits bones to me? You didn't pull the femurs to you. You were lifting towards the femurs. Lower the legs, lower your head and shoulders, and release. Well, I rephrase that. You weren't pulling your pelvis to you. You were pulling the femur to you, and you were lifting to the femur. Okay? So reach those arms to the ceiling, legs straight out. Curl the head and shoulders just up. Reach your femurs through your feet. Yeah. And then stack the hands behind the head. So now there's more weight on that side of the scale. It's a little more difficult. Hug those heels together, Lynn, and then imprint 1 bone in as the one above it peels off. Like 1 at a time. Good. Reach your femurs through your feet. So we're keeping the pelvis stable. And let's do the right leg comes in, pelvis doesn't move. Oh, that's your new focus. And then we switch. Same exercise, different focus. Anchor the pelvis. You've got it. And switch. Now, Nancy, can you fern curl into your ribs a little more, but not just using your neck? Really pull your ribs in. Better. Good. Lift your shoulders, Lee. There you go. Last 2, you're like, I thought I was lifted. You are lifted. We're going a little more. 1 more each. That pelvis doesn't move, but the femurs do. And switch. Nice, Connie. Come all the way in, lower everything down, and release. Ah, that's it, Lynn. That's exactly everyone's sentiment. Grab the ball, put it back between your shoulders. Yes. And now rest, right? Foam rollers. How does that feel? You know, this is the action portion of the show. Oh, okay, so the legs are together. Stack your hands and let yourself take a little back bend. That's funny. Arching over, opening the heart, the throat. Okay. And in honor of Cameron's request, take a minute. You know, feel the length of your front body. You know, chin all the way to pubic bone. That's a long line right now. And when we lift up, it's not like we're trying to necessarily make that so much shorter. It's like we're trying to create it as a support. So we are going to bring our chin towards our chest, but we actually pull the ribs in like we're trying to stretch the space between our pubic bone and the base of our rib cage, right? So we're pulling in, but we're also trying to lengthen those 2 points. The way to think about it. Okay, so hands are here. Now, drop both knees in. You got to pull towards the towel or you'll get pulled into an arch. Hold that balance, okay? Pelvis is stable. Inhale, send the legs on a high diagonal. Exhale, draw the legs in. Plugging your shoulders. Let's go again. Inhale, lengthen the legs. You got a lot of work to do just to stay stable. Now, Lynn, help yourself by hugging the legs together. It'll create support. Good. Draw the legs back in. Now, right there, Sarah, curl your shoulders much higher. So yes, it's like you're lengthening it this way and lengthen the legs out. Nice, Nancy. Knit those ribs and then pull the knees back in. You got it, Lee. Curl your shoulders up a little higher. Last 2. It's so hard. And there. And then pull the ribs away from my wiggly fingers as you bend your knees in. 1 more. Lengthen the legs out. Gotcha. Now pull these ribs in, knitting that way. And then draw the legs in. That's the sound of everyone too. Lower the legs, lower everything down. You can take the ball out. What'd you say? Sound of growth. This is the sound of liberation and freedom. Change. Yeah, okay, so I love the ball, one, because it does prop you up somewhat to give you an idea of what's happening. But the problem is that you can hang out there. You're like, yeah, this is great. You're actually trying to, and to explain the length I was talking about, you can get length through extension. And in Pilates, we're trying to get length by like pulling in. So this kind of length that's like, oh, how far can I get those points away from each other by pulling in? So you can think of it that way, and that'll get you in the right position. So we're back to our towel only. Let's set that up at the base of the ribs. Reach the arms to the ceiling. Nice. Hug the midline. Now we curl chin to chest. You can lengthen the chin a little if you want to create some space. And then press your palms down into the mat. And see if you can peel just one more vertebra off the mat by pulling in. Hold. Lengthen your femurs out through your feet. And then both femurs come in and the sits bones reach towards me. Grab your shins. Inhale, arms and legs reach. Our central point is pulled into the towel. Exhale, circle around, pull everything in. Inhale, open. Yeah, exhale. Now get those shoulders higher, Lynn, so you're out of your neck. Now you stay that high, your arms go back. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, circle around, plug those shoulders. One more. Your legs and arms reach. Legs come in, sits bones reach to me. Two. Nice, Connie. Nice, everyone. Drop your tail feathers, Lee. Drop your, do this. Almost. And then lower everything down and release. Hard. Especially if the, the leg wants to come in, the pelvis will come with it. So let me give you I want you to feel it so I can cue it. So right there. Now curl your head and shoulders up. Now drop your tailbone.
The other way.
Yes, the other way. Yeah. So it's like you're showing off your tush to the floor. Yeah. And you can only do that. The leg, might limit your capacity for that. So you might have to kind of just touch the knees in order for you to drop. Yeah, better. But that sensation. And then the game becomes pull the leg towards you while that stays down. I love this. And thank you, because this exercise is called double leg stretch. It's been nicknamed part of the ab series, but it's called a stretch. And so what Lee so brilliantly displayed, thank you, is that in order to get a stretch, something has to be anchored. You can't stretch this leg in if its anchor point is coming with it. So, so just try this real quick. Place either like judo chop or thumb in your right hip groove and push away. Create space and then draw your right femur in. Okay. Left hand goes to that knee. And see how far you can pull that femur in without the pelvis coming with it. Yeah. Okay. Now, head and shoulders lift. Can you do that without tucking your pelvis? And let's straighten the left leg down on the mat and hug the midline. That's going to help you. Okay. Yeah, that's how far your knee can come in that exercise, right? Go ahead and lower down. Let's do the other side to start. So bend your left knee, left hand judo chop or thumb in that groove and pull that knee in. And then your opposite hand goes to that knee. For me, when I'm being honest, like that's as far as I can go, right? And then we curl our head and shoulders up, but we don't tuck the pelvis. It's insane. Now, single leg stretch. Can you stretch the leg to you more? Anchoring your tail feathers. Okay. Good. Yes. Plug your shoulders for extra credit. Redeemable. I'm not sure where yet, but somewhere. Go ahead and lower your legs, lower your head and shoulders and release. Gretchen, who owns Element Spa, started taking classes again. And I was like, class, I'm like, extra credit points, redeemable down at Elements. Just go visit Gretchen. I got 1,000 extra credit points from Elaine. What is that worth? So the next one in the series is scissors. This wasn't a classical one, but they added it in and I like it because it helps you learn how to stretch your hamstring with authenticity. Okay, so reach your arms to the ceiling. Hug your midline. And then curl up. Press your palms down to the mat. And again, we're creating length. So you're peeling maybe one more bone off and pulling the lowest rib in. So many good things are happening. You're also anchoring your psoas when you do that. Now, float the right leg up and put your right thumb in that groove. Grab with your left hand. And how far can you pull the leg without the pelvis coming to you? Now grab the femur with both hands and pull it towards the floor like you're plugging it in its socket. Okay? And then we lower that leg, we switch. The left leg floats up, left hand in the groove, right hand grabs behind the thigh. Okay? You're reaching your spine, but you're pulling the femur in. Now both hands grab the femur, plug it to the floor like it's trying to go in its socket. We continue. This time you can put hands behind the head if you need the support. And then we switch. Good. Hamstring stretch is occurring. Ab work is occurring, okay? Plug your shoulders. Lift those shoulders a little higher, Nancy. Lift your shoulders higher, Lee. Nice. 3. Sits bones coming this way. 2. Oh, that's good. That's your best one yet, Cam. That looks awesome. 1 and 1. Oh, you look so good. Lower everything down and release. Connie's looking like a direct mirror image of you. That is great. Looks so good. Does that make sense though? Yeah? Your pelvis moves, you're not stretching, you're just loading your low back. So, stretch. Okay, so we'll do one more here, which is our twist. So, towel set up where it's underneath the lowest rib, legs are straight, arms to the ceiling. Hug the midline. Now curl chin to chest. Press your palms down into the mat. And now pull in, creating more space, but trying to peel one more vertebra off. In fact, if you're okay with it, put the base of your thumb on your pubic bone and your other finger right at xiphy and try to curl around xiphy, pulling in. Now you're up as high as you need to be. This is tough. Bring the hands back. Oh my gosh, so hard. Okay, now reach your femurs through your feet, twist to the right. You have to stay this high. Oh my gosh, twist. And then come center. Make sure you got that length, that lift, twist to the left. If you can do 2 reps, you're awesome. It's really hard to do this correctly. And then come center. You're gonna stay that tall. We're gonna do 1 more each way. Hug the legs and then twist the right leg, like prise away. And then stretch. Are you still curled into yourself? 1 more. Go to the left. Whoa, sits bones reach into me. You come center, you lower down. Lordy, that's why you only have to do 2 reps in Pilates, right? That is hard for you to really do that. Like that 1 rep's good even, How y'all feeling? Feeling strong? Good. I love Cameron. That's great. I like that you sent him in as the proxy to speak. It's great. Feeling strong. It's great. Okay, so go ahead and flip over onto your front now. So you take all this strength and now we get to stretch. So you're going to bring the towel now underneath the front side of the ribs. Okay. This is where I feel guilty of taking all the fun out of something you thought that you could do well, It's like so humbling, Pilates sometimes. But what I'm just doing is adding safety. Okay, and I'm adding integrity. You're adding it. That's not me. You're adding it. Bring your hands, actually let's do, underneath the forehead to start. And then plug your shoulder blades. Okay. Notice how much of your body weight is in that towel. Exhale, knit your ribs and take away, 20% of that weight by pulling in. Inhale, release. Your ribs now load the towel. Exhale, 2 things, corset and plug your shoulders, taking some weight off that scale. Inhale. Exhale, corset your ribs, taking some weight off and plug your shoulders. Now lift your head, pushing your forearms down. Oh, did you load the towel? Pull your ribs back off the towel and press your forearms down to lift your head a little more. Hold. Pull your ribs off that towel. Plug your shoulder blades. See if you can lift another centimeter. Can you peel 1 more bone off? Uh-oh, are your ribs running into that towel? Pull them off and plug your shoulder blades. 2. Femurs reaching through the feet. 1. And then unfurl the spine. Lower back down. Switch which hands on top. Big inhale. Exhale. Corset your ribs. Take arbitrary random number. 20%, 30%. Don't lift your head yet. Just pull your ribs away from that towel. Inhale, release. Let your chest drop and lengthen your chin. There you go. As you exhale, corset here. Yeah, but let your chest stay down. That's going to be the hard part, okay? So you breathe in. Exhale, corset, but the breastbone stays heavy. Hey, that was awesome. That's it, right there. Now, you can lift your chin. Yeah, can I just stay? Right, I know. Yeah, and you're keeping that weight off. Beautiful. You push your forearms down. You can start to lift a little more. Hold. Good. Plugging the shoulder blades. Nice. Now right there, you want your pelvis to be heavy and plug these shoulder blades. Yes. Good. And see if you can lift just a little bit more. It's like you're plugging here. Yes. And knitting here. And then you can lower everything back down. Now I'm gonna let you do full extension today. We might even swan dive, but you gotta prove your safety mechanisms are in place, okay? So now I'm just gonna let you push up as much or as little as your spine likes. Hands wider than the mat, sort of in line with your face versus your shoulders. And lift your chin, and I'm just gonna let you press. Just lift. As much or as little as your spine wants. And just take note to your spine chain, where do you feel anything? Okay, I feel it kind of right through here, okay? Where do you feel? See if you can pull your abs up to dissipate that intensity. Like, oh, I'm pulling my abs up. Now it's out of my back a little bit. I'm magical. And then you can bend your elbows and imprint one bone at a time. Because believe it or not, there's a front side to your spinal column. Just behind all your organs. Okay, so we go again. I'm gonna let you press haphazardly. Just press up. Feel where you feel it. Okay. And then pull your abdominals in like you're knitting your ribs away from that towel. Can you dissipate the intensity? Now, plug your shoulders. If you'd like to try today, you can bend and rock. Okay, but your abs have to come with you. Bend and lift, bend and lift. And if you want to be fancy, you can take your arms away. Okay, 2 and 1. And then you sit back and you stretch everything out. Yeah. Olympics. Yeah. It's fantastic. We get that on tape if you want the recording. Okay, so that is you creating a shape with your spine and stabilizing it. It is the sister or the opposite side of the coin of rolling like a ball. So rolling like a ball, both, we want as much length as possible, and then a pull in. This one, we want as much length as possible, and then we support it, you know? So you just think of those two. You're creating a shape, and then you're moving that shape, okay? Versus roll up, where we're changing the shape of the spine. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. So now we're gonna keep that spine steady, and we're gonna press and lift our abdominals completely off the towel. Press your fist down and lift your elbows off the mat. That might put some pressure on your back, so hold. Pull your abs up to support it. Now you stay this high. Actually, look straight ahead. You're gonna stay this tall, and you're gonna pull your elbows to the mat while you stay this lifted, AKA plug your shoulder blades. Good, now your elbows lightly touch, and we kick, and lower, and inhale, lower. Your abs are completely pulling away from the floor, and inhale, lower, and inhale, lower, exhale, inhale, lower. One more each. Your abs are up. You're not feeling it in your back because your abs are doing their job. And lower all the way down. Turn your head to the right. Grab just 2 fingers on one hand and let the elbows fall. Maybe they run into the towel, depending on where that towel is. Okay. Legs can go down. Together, if that's an option. Otherwise, hip socket distance. And now you've got all this space to breathe in. So breathe in through the nose. Hold. As you exhale, corset, let the shoulders relax, let the elbows fall. Good. Breathe into all the real estate you've created. Hold. Exhale, shoulders relax, elbows fall. Good. Do one more. Fill up the entire back. Good. As you exhale, shoulders relax, elbows fall. Good. Then turn your head the other direction and switch which hand's holding the fingers. Good. You breathe into your back, all this space. As you exhale, you feel your spine kind of passively lengthen. Good. Breathe into all that space you've created. Under here. And then exhale, you just feel the length as your elbows drop. Internal rotation. And one more. Breathe into all this backspace, ladies. As you exhale, you feel the neck lengthen and the elbows get heavy. Good, good, good. Okay, go ahead and bring yourselves back, sitting upright, facing the front. What's that? I want you to grab your towel now and bring it under your chest. You'll understand what I mean. Yes. Okay. We're not going to do this for long. I just want you to understand the sensation. You're pulling your ribs in and lifting up. It's like like a good bra, but for your ribs, you're going to pull in and up, and it's going to lift your rib cage, the weight of that oblong shape with a bunch of organs in it, off your low back, off your pelvis, and then let it go. One more time. It is the exact mechanics of Heimlich maneuver. You pull in and up, lift your rib cage off your pelvis, and then relax. Okay, so that's the sensation. Put the towel to the side. The legs go the width of the mat. You don't have your towel anymore, but you make that sensation in your body happen. You lift out of your low back, and then you pull in so much you lift your rib cage, all that body weight off your joints. And then we curl into ourselves, reaching our fingers and our pelvis forward while we Heimlich our ribs, not only back, but also up off your pelvis. Inhale, stack the spine back up. Beautifully lift your heart. And then exhale, we go forward with our fingers, our pelvis, and our ribs are pulled back by that towel we just used. Now, Jen, just separate your feet and then let your head fall completely. Good. Inhale, stack the spine up. Connie, you look great. Now stack back up, 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 lift. Exhale. That's it. We're lifting the rib cage off the pelvic bones. It's a really cool thing. And then we inhale, stack up, 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 lift. Last time, and exhale. Heimlich, good. The pelvis is moving on the femur head. Inhale, stack up, 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 lift. Zip the legs together, hugging the midline. Now start to go back to your mat, one bone at a time. Lifting. That is the secret ingredient. Otherwise, it's collapsing. Once you get to the base ribs, I want you to hold. Good, good. Once you get to the base ribs, hold. Everyone, reach your femurs through your feet. Deepen your ribs. Now, everyone, press your palms down into the mat. As you press, pull one vertebra deeper so the one above it curls off. Yeah, keep hugging those legs. Last cue, reach the femurs through your feet, Nancy, one more time. Press the base of the wrist down. I lied, it's 2 cues. And then lower the shoulders and the head, and you can release. Okay, so grab your towel once again, probably our last one. That same long line, and it will go on your mat right behind your ribs. This is where I get a little cynical in my job, right? So I've mentioned this to some of you. I have a couple students who have had spine surgeries lately, and they found a great physical therapist, and I'm happy about that. And it's a $70 thing, and it looks like a capital I, if you think of that. And it's got, so you hold on to the top of the capital I, it's got that pull down the center, and then the bottom of the capital I presses here, okay? And it put, just like I had you guys do, you know, but it does it, and it's great. And you can push down and then lift up, and I'm in love with this thing. But it costs $70, you know? So you can just create that on your own, like pushing, you know? But looking at this towel, I feel, we had another teacher bring in something like this, and it was $50, you know? And I'm like, you don't need a lot of stuff. This towel, you're just going to use it to teach you where your bones are. It's not going to do anything for you, okay? So free towel, maybe $2 worth of a towel. You can put that under your ribs, and you can say, oh, there's my body, right? I want you to feel that. Now, bend your knees, your feet will be flat, arms long by your side, and you get to curl your pelvis again. Curl your pelvis under to flatten your low back. So one of the few ways it's safe to tuck your pelvis under, okay? Now, we start to peel our bones off the mat, off the towel, until we're in a bridge. So it's from the bottom of the spine that we're curling, okay? Press through your feet, lift your hips higher. At the same time, try to pull your ribs to the towel. Good. Press your feet down, lift your hips higher. At the same time, pull your breastbone in towards the towel. Yeah. One more little invitation to lift the hips a smidge higher while you knit your ribs into the towel. I'm gonna slide this up just a smidge higher for you. And then as you roll down, it's like you're pulling here, try and smush my finger, and your hips don't even want to follow. They're kind of fighting it. Yeah. Deep pull in there. This looks so good. Hug here lightly. Nice. Rolling down and then release. And Sarah, I would slide the towel up just a smidge. Yeah, you're good, Nancy. All right. So again, pull the abs in, just curl the pelvis under. Let's just do a quick test again to check what the legs are doing. Float the left leg up. Keep your abs pulled in, float the right leg up as well. And then Lee, that'll tell you how much your legs are doing. Yeah, so float the legs up and say, oh, can I actually pull in? Yeah. And just to add to it, lift your head and shoulders for a moment. Really feel what it feels like to imprint that back body. Good. Lower the left leg. Lower the right leg. Hold on to your abs and lower the shoulders and the head. Now the legs will add something here, but they're not the only people in the show. Continue peeling your spine up from the bottom up into bridge. Yeah. Yes, your legs have to do something. I'm not lying about that, but your abs are involved in the equation. Okay. Press your palms into the mat. And now everyone pull your ribs back down to the towel, just to the towel. And if you cramp, you could take a break. Keep pulling those ribs into the towel. Good. Hold there. Breathe into that real estate. Exhale, pull down, keep coming until you touch. There you go. Breathe into all that back real estate. Exhale, deepen the breastbone while the hips stay lifted. One more, breathe into that back body real estate. And then exhale, imprint rolling down one bone at a time. The pelvis can release completely. Straighten the legs all the way out, reach the arms back. Okay. Instead of waiting until the 6th week to do some flow, we're going to play here. Our last exercise, flow. Now, if you feel like it's too fast, you slow it down. But we're going to take the ball and have a little fun with teaser, and then we'll be finished. Okay. So to start on your mat, turn your elbows out. You're holding it like Simba. Okay. Showing it to everyone. And then give a little hug. Press on the inside of the palm into the ball. Hug the legs with that same intensity. Now inhale, lift your head and shoulders. Exhale, press the ball down towards your thighs. And can you peel just one more bone off? Good, plug your shoulders. Now we continue. We start rolling up, the legs glide up as we draw the ball up the legs. You can be straight-legged or bent. You open the legs, place the ball there, and then you let go and you go back. As the legs lengthen out of the sockets, we go just to the base of the ribs. Hold. Imprint your ribs, press your palms into your thighs, and we roll back up. Coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up. Grab the ball. Legs come together. And then we go back. Hug your ball lightly. Don't kill Simba. Just give him a little hug. Lower the legs. Hovers just above the mat. We're going to do one more. We roll up. Press the ball into the thighs. We come up. Good. Ah, bend your knees. Ball, toss it to the side. And grab, actually, let's do our little seal, okay? So dive through, Jen, the inside, yes. Lift out of your low back and elbows turn out. We clap. Arr, arr, arr. Connie, be careful with this at home. Arr, arr, arr. Rock up. Arr, arr. Rock back. Arr, arr, arr. We do one more. Arr, arr, arr. Your spine is lifted. Arr, arr, arr. We let go. We come up, we come up, we come up. Ah. So grab your ball to finish. Okay. If I could somehow imprint, like put a towel behind you here, I would. All right. But we don't. So we're going to start with the ball here and in Pilates V, elbows wide, and invite the ball into your heart so that this area opens. Trying to recreate my thoracic curve here. Okay. Heels are together. Now keep that same shape. Bring the ball down here. Press. It's just like little Adam's leaf, you know, like covering spots. You're going to hug into the ball and you're going to press the ball into your thighs as you lift your heels. Good. Now hug the ball with your palms and press into your thighs. As you lower your heels, you float your arms back up. Okay? One more time. Hug the ball and pull down. Press into your thighs and lift. Now, this doesn't mean lose this connection. Pull in. Good. Now keep this connection. Your ball floats up, the heels float down, and you stay this tall. Good, good, good. Y'all are finished. I'm so proud of you. Very good. Very good. Yes. Thanks, everybody. Great work. Yes. It is strength, like an internal strength feeling. It's a good feeling. Yeah.
It feels like it's like built and it's like, I'm surprised at my endurance.
Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah. Thank you. That's awesome.
We can just leave like 5.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm hanging out. I'm staying today too. Yes. Thank you. Thanks, Connie. Nice. Oh, she jumped off the quick. She's, I'm out of here. How'd you feel, Lynn? That was good. That's good for you. It is good. I like it. You have a new student coming today. Thank you. You have a new student today. I have to look. Oh, got you. Yeah, she just signed up. I think it was yesterday that she signed up. So yeah. I feel like that's where the marketing is worth the effort, you know? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like, yeah. And thank you. Your post was great. We just reposted what you did. So yeah, because it was good. Yes.
Yes, I'm telling her
What's
my
that?
7 years in Miami was nothing compared to what I've learned.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like it was like nothing. Like I don't even consider like I was there, but it wasn't. Wasn't right.
Learning. Yeah.
It was flinging back and doing all these cool. It was fun.
Yeah. I would love for you to go back there with,
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do it. Thank you. It's great. How's your day going?
Good.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. We come back anytime. It's fun having you in class. Yeah. Yes. Oh, let me get the other.
That I was signed up.
Um, mm. I love it. You described it that way.
Yeah, it's like, it's like the motor branch of arts. I've never quite found it with like yoga and other classes before.
Right.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to write that down in a post because that's really
yeah,
important to know.
I could
Yeah, that was
do
like,
some word stuff.
that is great. Because it is, I mean, I love doing it after. I mean, I don't do as much work as you guys do in that class we just did, but I love doing his class. Like, yes, Tiffany's going to be able to join for our Wednesday class, which is nice. Yes, that'll be good.
Serious.
Yeah, I know. She is an unbelievable mover. You know what I mean? She's a professional dancer, like, you know, she and Sarah both, you're in a group. Look at all the teachers here, you know, Jen's in Pilates Advanced. Sarah's gonna, yep, she teaches dance. She was a professional ballerina. Mm-hmm.
Wow. I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, you did a great job. Fantastic. Fantastic. Good work. Yeah, and I'm just glad you're, oh, it's still recording.